Few names in music history carry the same weight as Mick Jagger. More than 6 decades after helping create one of the world's greatest rock bands, he continues to inspire millions with his energy, creativity, and passion for performing. Even at the age of 83, the legendary Rolling Stones frontman shows no sign of stepping away from the spotlight. Born Michael Philip Jagger on July 26, 1943 in Dartford, Kent, England, his future did not seem destined for rock stardom. His father worked as a physical education teacher, while his mother was a hairdresser who was active in local politics. Many people expected young Mick to follow a traditional career path, but music quickly became his greatest passion. As a child, he sang in his local church choir and developed a deep admiration for American blues artists. The powerful voices of Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, Chuck Berry, and Little Richard shaped his musical taste and inspired his dream of becoming a performer.
One of the most important moments of his life happened in 1950 when he met Keith Richards at Wentworth Primary School in Dartford. Although they later attended different schools and lost contact for several years, fate brought them together again in October 1961 at Dartford Railway Station. The reunion became one of the most famous chance meetings in music history. Jagger was carrying blues records by Chuck Berry and Muddy Waters, while Richards had his guitar on the way to art college. Their shared love of rhythm and blues immediately rekindled their friendship. Soon afterward, Richards joined Jagger's early band, Little Boy Blue and the Blue Boys. Together, they explored London's growing blues scene, frequently visiting the Ealing Club. There, they encountered guitarist Brian Jones, whose talent impressed them greatly. Their musical chemistry quickly developed into regular jam sessions that eventually formed the foundation of a new band. In 1962, Jagger, Richards, Brian Jones, Ian Stewart, Dick Taylor, Bill Wyman, and Charlie Watts came together under a name inspired by a Muddy Waters song, the Rolling Stones. Their first official concert took place at London's Marquee Club on July 12, 1962, marking the beginning of one of the longest and most successful careers in rock history. The band's early success came from rhythm and blues covers, but manager Andrew Loog Oldham encouraged Jagger and Richards to write original songs. That decision transformed the band's future forever. Their songwriting partnership soon produced hit after hit, including The Last Time, I Can't Get No Satisfaction, Get Off of My Cloud, Paint It Black, Ruby Tuesday, and Jumpin' Jack Flash. Over the following decades, the Rolling Stones became one of the best-selling bands in history, selling more than 250 million records worldwide. Their influence reached generations of musicians across rock, blues, pop, and countless other genres. The band also collected multiple Grammy Awards and earned induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, cementing its place among the greatest musical acts ever assembled. While the Rolling Stones remained his primary focus, Jagger never stopped exploring new creative opportunities. He launched a successful solo career during the 1980s with albums including She's the Boss, Primitive Cool, Wandering Spirit, and Goddess in the Doorway. He also collaborated with many legendary artists such as Michael Jackson, David Bowie, Tina Turner, Lenny Kravitz, Dave Stewart, and numerous others throughout his career. His creativity extended beyond music. Jagger built a successful career in film, acting in productions such as Performance and Ned Kelly, while producing movies through his company, Jagged Films. He later helped create the HBO television series Vinyl with acclaimed filmmaker Martin Scorsese, demonstrating his passion for storytelling beyond the recording studio. Business also became one of Jagger's strengths. After the Rolling Stones parted ways with manager Alan Klein, he played a major role in handling the band's business affairs. His careful management helped transform the group into one of the world's most profitable touring acts. Massive tours such as Voodoo Lounge and A Bigger Bang broke revenue records and proved that classic rock could still dominate global entertainment decades after its birth. Even serious health challenges failed to slow him down. In 2019, Jagger underwent heart valve replacement surgery. Many wondered whether he would ever return to performing. Only weeks later, he was back rehearsing, and shortly afterward, he resumed touring with the same energy that had amazed audiences for generations. The death of drummer Charlie Watts in 2021 marked one of the most emotional moments in the band's history. Jagger and the remaining members honored their longtime friend by dedicating performances to him, while continuing the legacy they had built together over 6 decades. Outside the stage, Jagger's personal life has often attracted public attention. He has 8 children, several grandchildren, and great-grandchildren.
Over the years, he has maintained relationships with several well-known figures and has shared his life with former ballerina Melanie Hamrick since 2014. Despite his busy career, family has remained an important part of his life. Recognition for his achievements extends far beyond the music industry. He received a knighthood in 2003 for his services to popular music. Scientists have even named prehistoric species after him, while his hometown of Dartford honored both Jagger and Keith Richards with statues celebrating their lifelong contribution to music.
Jealous lover, the joke right on me, the pearls round your neck.
In July 2026, the Rolling Stones added another remarkable chapter to their story by releasing their 27th studio album, Foreign Tongues. More than 60 years after their first performance, the band continues to create new music and connect with audiences around the world. Perhaps the most remarkable quality about Mick Jagger is not simply his longevity, but his relentless desire to keep moving forward. While many artists retire after decades in the spotlight, he still talks about returning to the stage and bringing the Rolling Stones back on tour as soon as possible.
His story is one of determination, reinvention, and extraordinary endurance. From a schoolboy fascinated by American blues records to one of the greatest frontmen in rock history, Mick Jagger has continually redefined what it means to be a performer.
When I saw her today at the reception.
At 83 years old, his journey remains unfinished. Every new album, every performance, and every chapter adds to a legacy that has already shaped the history of popular music. For millions of fans around the world, Mick Jagger is more than a rock star. He is living proof that passion, creativity, and relentless dedication can transcend generations.